Hello. Hi everybody. I'm going live in my studio, in this corner of my studio, to show you how I make gesso and how I gesso my canvases, the ones I just put together. I just assembled all 9 of them. So in the process of gessoing, this is what I have to end up with. The surface on this is what I'm shooting for. And there's a completed panel, complete with gesso. So right now I'm waiting for the water to heat up. I heat up some water, potable water, in a microwave, about 4 minutes. It should just be coming off of a boil. And I've mixed it enough times. You don't want it to boil. And then when it comes out, I'm going to mix. Whoop, look at that. Rabbit skin glue it. It's just about ready. It's kind of like Julia Child here. You know, we're going to have I'm going to have like a bun in the oven, and then one's going to come out and all that. Not one of those. Okay, let's see how this is. Yeah, it's really hot. Okay, hot. So I mixed three tablespoons, if I don't lose all mine. And then what I want to do is I want to stir, mix it and stir at the same time, because you don't want it to. This is the real shortcut. This is like the big shortcut for making rabbit skin glue. You're really supposed to put it on a double boiler and all that blah blah blah, and cook it a little bit. I'm really lazy, so three level tablespoons. Let me show you. It doesn't clump out. I've just done this so many times. I don't even know why I'm doing it like this, but I mean, I picked it up somewhere, obviously. I didn't. This is about quart jug, you think? Yeah. So I want to let it sit. So what I'm going to do is this is a batch of rabbit skin glue. I'm going to soak the panels. It's the first coat; they get soaked, and then immediately after, I'm going to actually like fast forward it, Julia Child style. Where you'll see, I'll make the mixture. The second mixture, the second coat, has a mixture of titanium and marble dust, and we're going to come back here and I'll put that in. But in the meantime, I want to show you how this happens. I need a brush, need a thing, stir to keep it stirred, and then I'm going to go over and show you the we have here. I kept some of the panels dry. This is the way they start. Oh, are you here? Oh, shit. Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I live? I am live. What is this? I'm not sure what's going on with this. Okay, well, I hope you can see me and hear me and all that. I don't know what's happening with this. And why is this pointing up? Why is it doing that? I don't know why. It's weird. Oh, that's better. Okay, at least I can see the picture. So this is the panel. These are the panels that I made just recently, also on live. That's on my YouTube channel. And I didn't show you every process. I didn't show you the cutting of the boards. I cut the board on a table saw, and then I glue a canvas on it. And the canvas is exactly 2 inches wider than the board. And I measure it with a 2-inch wide metal cutting, 5-foot metal ruler, and cut along that. And then the same with the paper. I have a template, and I cut that off a roll of craft paper. It's very simple, really cheap. I mean, the supplies are actually very reasonable, and it just takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. So what I'm going to do first, the first coat is the rabbit skin glue. Keeping it mixed. It cools, it thickens a little bit, and then toward the end, after you use the whole thing, it'll start to thicken up a lot. So it cools, it thickens as it cools. And it can get a little glumpy once in a while. Don't worry about the glumps. You can sand those out or whatever. And then I use just a brush a million times. So what you want is it's very thin. It's a very thin mix. So you want it to soak into the fabric. If you can get it really soaked into the fabric, it kind of makes a mess. And then it'll cool. Sometimes sometimes it will resist. It won't want to go in. It'll just sort of sit on the surface, just sort of rub it in there. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Okay. So I'm just going to get a few of these done while I have this. I did a batch a few hours ago. So we're gonna second coat those right after I finish this, and so I can keep these going. You can put two of this on it too. Also, you don't have to do just one, but one is enough. I mean, let's see. The next coat will be. Wants to get wet, you know. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of do a little trick here. Well, I've got one more to do quickly. I ran out of. There's one more that didn't get a second coat. This all has a coat. It's a little moist, but it's not bad. Feels a little dry. Okay, so everything has one coat on it now. So I'm going to pretend I finished this coat, and I'm also going to pretend I'm going to start a new batch of gesso. This batch is going to have the marble dust and the titanium in there. So I'll show you how I do that. It's pretty simple, and I wish I had a formula. I don't have a formula because I just wing it. So we're going to pretend this is right out of the oven there. And we put our rabbit skin glue in. And then I want to put some of this in. This is the titanium. I'm just going to put a bunch of this in. Because I should be measuring. I'm sorry, I'm not measuring. I'm just doing it. I'm sure there's a recipe somewhere, you know. Now, takes a little bit of mixing in there. The first one. The second coat, this will be the second coat. And then there'll be at least 3 coats, if not 4. And toward the end, I'll get it thicker and thicker. And just see how, we can always use another coat. You can always put another coat on it. There's a bug in there. What the hell is that doing? Sorry, guys. All right, not quite enough. Need some more. Running out of this. Okay. Let's see how it good. Okay, we're gonna just keep stirring that, and we'll go back over and start the this will be the second coat on everything, but the ones I just did. The ones I just did, I'll let them sit. They can just stagger behind. All right, I'll keep that in there. Use the same brush, same stuff. All right, now. All right, so we're gonna go over, oh, right here, okay. These panels were done about, I don't know, late afternoon. So I'll start on these, and then it's still pretty thin at this point. It's still pretty thin. This is the way I want it. And as I go down the line, it'll get thicker. See, that's good. That's good for now. It cools down. It thickens up as it cools. It's hard to keep a handle on it, you know. But that's looking good. I like that. It's not completely opaque. There's a little translucency to it. The hide glue is a little translucent in a way. It's kind of like a gelatin or something. It's kind of interesting stuff. You know, I didn't kill any animals. They're just sort of, they're byproducts of animals, I guess. The hide glue. So you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'll say goodbye for now. If you have any questions, just ask me questions on the sideline or something like that. It's a little tricky to manage the whole thing at once. But you get the idea that it just goes on and on and on. There's 90 of these panels. And I'll probably do some, stagger some. So thank you very much. Take care now. Bye-bye.